Alright, so for number 40 we're looking at half angles. The sine of a half angle, the cosine of a half angle, and the tangent of a half angle. One thing that's important to note is the sine, the S-I-G-N, of the problem is where the half angle terminates. And then the half angle is, of course, theta over 2. Not where theta terminates. And why is that important? Well, in this example here, our cosine of theta is actually negative 8/17, and sine is also negative. So where is both cosine negative and sine negative? That's the third quadrant right here. Alright, however, when we're determining half angles, we have to figure out where that half angle would terminate. Now typically, this is pi, which is 180, and this is 3 pi over 2, which is 270. So typically, that would terminate in the third quadrant, which is between 180 and 270. Alright, now if I take both of those and I divide them in half, then my actual half angle would terminate between 90 and 135. Okay? Now where does 90 and 135? Between 90, here's 90, and 135 actually terminates in the second quadrant. So all of my answers for my half angles are going to be based on the second quadrant. Okay? However, I am going to use the values of the cosine of theta and sine of theta. Okay, so let me explain to you what I mean. Sine of theta over 2. Cosine is negative, so therefore I have negative 8/17. Okay, still negative. Alright. The sine in the second quadrant, however, is positive. So notice that this value is positive. Cosine in the second quadrant is negative, so notice the cosine of the half angle is negative. And then, of course, for my last one, my sine value, notice that when I plug in sine for the tangent of the half angle, it is also still negative because I'm using the values of the third quadrant, but my answer sign is based on the second quadrant. Okay? So from here on out, it's just using your half angle formulas. All of your half angle, this, and this, is all located on the front of your semester exam review packet. So you're going to use those formulas, and then you're going to plug in the values. So cosine is negative 8/17. Reduce 1 minus negative 8/17, which is really 1 plus 8/17. And then reduce that fraction and simplify, and you'll get 5 root 34 over 34. Do the same thing for cosine of the half angle, reduce it until and then simplify till you get negative 3 root 34 over 34, and finally do the same thing for tangent.